from Asbaty, and it's incredible. That tiny, tiny extra gap of time makes the difference.
Yeah, it's so hard to explain, and you kind of see it in tennis, how someone can play so good for one set. You know, they just change ends, and all of a sudden they can lose the whole next set. So for one game, Dominic was perfect. And all of a sudden, the lane doesn't get oiled, nothing changes, just have a small break, and all of a sudden, makes his first mistake.
Oh, what a way to save.
That is sensational. A great spare by Dom. Oh, the crowd are loving it. They are on their feet here.
Fortune favours the brave, that's what they say. And it certainly favoured Dominic Barrett here, because he really went for that spare, and it was a tricky one. If he got it wrong, he could have left that open.
But there is a slight chance here for Diandra. If she can get this next strike, you just keep upping the ante, you keep putting that pressure, and you see Dom's made a mistake, so he's going to be worried about what did he do wrong. You know, you could overthink about a mistake, and then Diandra's going to put it in the pocket. It's an old campaigner, like you say, but on young shoulders. She knows what match play is all about.
Diandra turns one into a double. And it's incredible. This just swings so quickly, doesn't it? Pressure from one player to the other in the matter of, what, 3 minutes?
We can see information from our catch system tells us that she bowled that ball in exactly the same place she threw the last one, so a testament to her accuracy there.
Great comeback from Barrett. He struggled to find it, but he got it in there, and there was enough action on the ball to make it happen.
Yeah, I wonder if Dom's made a change there after he saw his ball really hooked into the nose, and that ball a little bit light into the pocket. I wonder whether maybe he just moved a little bit left. Yeah, our catch system says to us that he's actually moved 2 boards left there. Yeah, so Dom's thinking is changing. He's not just thinking about routine shots. He's now thinking about where he needs to move, what he's got to do. Oh, unlucky.
So unlucky.
Yeah, just a half full pin. It's just a small difference. It's hard with that higher rev rate, you know. They can make the lane, they can strike more than most people. So with that rev rate, they can kick out those 4 pins there and get the 10 pin out. And that really makes a big difference when you have to strike to win matches. Now, those higher rev rate players do have a slight advantage over that. Yeah, the ordinary player, the mortals, you know, the Palermas and the Belmontes at 600 plus. Us mortals at 400, 450. Not so easy.
Asbaty then clears it up with this spare, but it's not the turkey that she was going for. So Dominic Barrett now working a strike, and the smile's gone again.
Yeah, I think she knows she just has to get a run together to close that gap of 60 pins. But if Dom doesn't strike here, she can take 10 pins off him.
Once again, cleaned it out.
Yeah, you see, that's what's happened now. That one ball he threw bad through the nose made him move his feet 2 boards to the left, and perhaps that wasn't quite the right move. As you see, that ball there just didn't turn the corner at the bottom of the lane to get back to the pocket. But now Diandra, never mind making 10 pins, if Dom doesn't spare this, it can be 20. And all of a sudden, that's 1/3 of a distance behind, and you keep putting the pressure on. And the closer you get to the end of the game, the pressure just automatically adds up on its own.
It is an open frame. So the adjustments that Dominic Barrett is making are not quite working, and that comes with age and comes with experience. Asbaty has got a chance still in this match. Diandra then going to try and get this strike line going again. I don't think she's going to make too many changes. It was a little unlucky on that last delivery.
Well, I actually saw Dom in the background having a look at where Diandra was playing. Oh, that was a fortunate break there. That really, very easily could have been a split. Perhaps Diandra just wanting that one more than the others, because I think she knows she's got an opportunity now. And that can happen. You can want it so much that you actually just don't cut the swing loose and let the ball, you know, just let the swing follow through the line of the ball. Perhaps just grab the ball in wanting the strike.
Some players will choose to stand behind their opponent when they're bowling their practice balls to try and get an eye on the line. Jens Nickel likes to do that, but obviously during the competition itself, you can't be stood there. You'll put your opponent off, so you have to stay in your seat.
Yeah, perhaps Dom might be thinking that Diandra's, where she's playing, might be affecting his ball reaction. But you don't want to overthink, and yeah, it's interesting now. It really is. I mean, Dom will just need to make a good shot here and throw a good strike to try and settle himself down.
Got it. That's a bit more confident.
Looks like he just gave that one a whole lot more. The youngsters of today, but they just get on there and just give it more if it doesn't hook enough for them.
But you can't get away from it, can you? If you tell him that a shot is ripping the rack, well, you're going to go for that, aren't you?
Yeah. And we hear that Dom actually threw that ball slightly slower. Obviously, the slower you throw the ball, the more it's going to hook at the back of the lane.
Great work. So Asbaty is still here. She won't go away.
Yeah, she needed that strike, but Dom with a strike now can pull 10 pins back on Diandra.
Well, Diandra thinks she's found the shot she wants because she's sticking with it. Her stats are coming back very consistent indeed.
Yeah, obviously what we can do out there to change our angle into the pocket is you can give it a bit more rotation, you can give it more revs, you can throw it slower, you can throw it harder. I think with the last 3 shots all being the same speed, she likes the speed that she's got and giving her the reaction she wants.
This ain't over, Guy.
Oh, it's not over by a long way. So Diandra now with a strike in her next ball can pull another 10 pins back. That can almost half her lead. And we're halfway through the second game, so she's knocking it back now. She needs to do it. But perhaps Dom with a much faster ball speed compared to Diandra worked for him in the first game. And perhaps second game, the slow ball speed of Diandra is getting the pins to fall down for her.
Cleans up the spare.
I know that 10 pin looks routine and you very seldom see it missed, but it does require your full attention to concentrate, because if you just for 1 second don't think about it, it's so easy to miss that spare. I know the viewers see it out there and they just routinely make it, but you really have to concentrate on those small little spares.
Diandra then.
This is a big shot now.
Yeah, make this a double, and she has definitely got the pressure back onto Barrett. Oh, there it is.
Oh, she likes it. She is focused.
This game really coming to life now. And once again, the consistency's there, guys. She's matching every single shot.
I mean, that's what we practice for. You're trying to repeat all the time. You're just trying to become a robot, essentially, and just making the same shots. And Diandra really likes what she's found now in throwing the last 4 balls at the same speed. And now 10 more pins. She chips away at Dom's lead.
Dom's
made a ball change, yeah,
isn't he? Yes. Well spotted, Guy. But it's worked.
Yeah, you can see that perhaps Diandra's got inside to Dom, you know, in his brain. He's now thinking, oh, he's not striking like he was in the first game. Yeah, he's changing balls. He's changing his ball speed. You can see in the catch system here we've got a few variations on his ball. So you know, you can also make a bad shot. You make an adjustment and you throw a bad ball. You know, not necessarily the lane. It could have just have been you know. So many things going through your head now. It's just very hard to know what the right thing to do is. Oh, what a fantastic break. Oh, she knows it. Look at her loving it.
Asbaty playing catch-up in this match, but that's a turkey. Oh, she desperately needed this. Just a touch lucky, but she got the mix. And down they went.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, same speed for Diandra there again. So that speed's really working for her now. It's obviously giving a little more space in the lane. And that ball there, the slower speed, got her back into the pocket there. But she was rather fortunate in that strike. But now, I mean, Dom doesn't strike now. He loses another 10 pins.
Got it. Nailed it for a double.
Yeah, that ball looks a little, doesn't look like it hooks as much as the other ball he was using. A little bit of a tighter line. That was a big strike by Dom.
Good response from Dominic Barrett. He's breathing a little heavy there, isn't he? I think he's feeling the pressure.
Yeah, I think he thought, you know, other people would lie down and die after being 60 pins down. But she is throwing everything at him. I mean, every time she strikes, she forces Dom to strike back, or he loses 10 more pins. So the pressure's on both of them now, each ball.
She's in again. Asbaty turns that into